the word hooligan comes from about late 1800s, 1900s. There was a family called Hooligan who lived round Peckham, Bermondsey, that way. And they was forever in front of the judge, the beak in them days, they used to call him the judge. Right. And he said about the hooligans from where they come from, that you're disgusting. And then when other cases come up with the same sort of thing that hooligans were doing, it changed to you're like the hooligans. So that's where the word hooligan come from. They say that football fans who fight at football are not real football fans. Again, they're way off the target. They've just taken their support to another level. To me, they were the militant arm of the football club. They protected normal fans at away games. You come out of the ground and you've got 200 geezers, say from Chelsea or Millwall, want to have a row. There's another 200 lagging on behind to think, I follow these lot. I won't get bashed up on my way back to the station. That was basically what it was. You know what I mean? To me, a hooligan is someone who walks along the road, kicking wing mirrors off of cars, smashing telephone boxes up.
For absolutely no reason.
For no reason. But the football fans had a reason. They were fighting. Many times away you went up north, the old Bill weren't interested in looking at you. Newcastle, Sunderland, Liverpool, Everton. You know, you go to Liverpool, you've got all them coppers carrying them fucking great big sticks, whack you over the head. Yeah. You ask them what way the station is, they'll whack you over the fucking head with it. Yeah. You know, they're not interested in protecting you.
To me, people that are in football firms are so passionate about their club.
Of course, 100%.
Because you hear this crap about, they don't even go to the game. They're not bothered.
No, that's true. But most of them, they're season ticket holders. They go all around Europe. They go to Azerbaijan or wherever Chelsea's playing in the Champions League. Yeah. You can't tell me that ain't a football supporter. Why would you go to Azerbaijan or Istanbul to watch football?
That's a passionate supporter.
Well, exactly. And they just take their passion to another level. And you'll never, ever stamp it out. You know, there was about 20 years ago, the head of the football intelligence in London said, that's it. We clamped down on everybody. You're never going to get any more football violence. And we all laughed. Because when someone comes through, once someone dies or don't go no more, someone else is there to take their place. And there's the spur of the moment fans who just think, I'll get in. But, coming out the ground, you've got all the shirts and the scarfers. They think, I'll have a bit of that row going on. And they see me. And so you're never going to stop it. It's a man thing, isn't it? And women do get involved sometimes. But basically, it's a man thing. They blame it on drink. You could have a 2 o'clock in the morning kick-off, 3 o'clock in the morning kick-off, and you'd still get fights because it's a passionate sport. And
that's just the way it is.
The audience wants, and it's like, I've always liked it to a boxing match. You've got the two boxers and the referee. The two boxers are there to fight one another, not fight the crowd or the referee.
No.
So people who fight at football know who they're going to fight with, not innocent bystanders. But some teams do not adhere to them rules. There's two teams who do not adhere to them rules, and that is disgraceful. And I've told you who they are before. I think that's scum. But there you go. But to me, they're not hooligans, people who fight at football. They're just someone taking their support to another level.
We know because we've been involved and we know the thing. But you can't explain that buzz and that intensity and that camaraderie and that togetherness that all lads, and especially through casual scene, brought together. You can't bottle that up. You can't begin to explain to a normal person.
I mean,
what the buzz worth from it.
The phrase is, "If you know, you know." And
I think it's probably best saying going because it's true. And I've been on loads of things, and I've tried to explain to. You've just been on about media things. I went on Tricia, and I'll be honest with you, I only went on for Dove. They want foot. I don't remember Tricia. I'm thinking, went on Tricia, street cred, this, that, that. But I thought it said £400, picked me up in taxi, blah blah blah. It's down in Norwich, so they picked me up in Sheffield at 4 o'clock in the morning. Went down. I was I'm nervous as it were. Lads who went on before me, bless them, I think they'd been handpicked by him because one had got a dad with a son was 16, you know. I could put up to foot, my son's falling my fucking footsteps.
Yeah.
And then saw it, and I'm following them on, and I've walked on stage and they booed me on. Boom! So I was already nervous. And then, so I thought, fuck it. I wanted to deal with it. So I walked up from the stage, outstretched my arms and went, come on, lottery in car park. We'll smile on my face. So a few started laughing. And then I tried to explain to all these normal people. I says, a lot of you all booed me here. I says, you don't even know. You don't know me. You don't know me in person. If your nan lived next door to me, you'd be happy because she'd be looked after.
Yeah.
She'd have a grass cut if I got lawnmower out. I'd be ground iron.
I'm a quiet neighbour.
Yeah. And you'd be happy as laddie because if she got any trouble or anything, I'd be there with bells on. I says, a lot of you all have booed me. I'm a cracked woman. I said, I fight with like-minded people. I fight with people who want to fight me back. Fight.
Exactly.
The same as me, like boxers. We want to fight each other. I said, we don't crack anybody. I said, some of y'all probably laid a hand on a woman who sat there booing me. I said, what are you to boo me? You don't even know me. Anyway, when I gone through everything, and I could see them warming to me, and then I finished nil, just about to talk about them. And like even Tricia come round after, because she's lovely, lovely woman. She went, I'm glad you've come on. She says, because all due respect, you've shown that normal people do normal, extraordinary things.
Yeah.
But still be normal, have a normal. I said, I'm not a criminal.
Exactly.
You know, apart from football, fighting
Saturday.
Football.
Yeah.
That's it.
Tuesdays and Saturdays. Yeah.
We know we don't have to tell each other what that buzz and that, what I've just mentioned, that camaraderie and that togetherness and that. You were going to war, it was tribal, it was your fight for your mates, your city, your club, your friends, and I loved everything in it.
When you went away with Leeds, there tended to be hundreds and hundreds of them. They'd wreck places, and I wasn't really. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really into that. You know, I like my clothes, I like my football, I like a nice day. You don't want to go to a place where all the pubs are shut, locked up, and you can't get in anywhere. And when I started going away with the Forest lads, and you know, they take 50 away on the service train somewhere or a few vans, and it was a different crack. I really enjoyed it going away with them. You know what I mean? Just got into, and I sort of hang around and become good mates with them. You know, I think, well, that's where I went down the wrong path a little bit, but I enjoyed the days with the lads. You know what I mean? It was good. You know
well, you do. I suppose it's the folly of youth you could blame it on.
Yeah. I mean, if I probably had to bump into them lot in the city centre, I'd probably end up playing cricket for years and years, and probably been a boring life.
I interviewed Martin King the other day. He said you're a massive cricket fan.
Yeah. That's right.
He helped you do your book, didn't he?
Yeah, Martin did. Yeah. He was the main writer. He was a publisher, and he ghostwrote the book, and spent many a weekend with Martin down on the south coast in Bognor Regis, the UK game Nottingham. It took him probably about a year to complete. Yeah. He was up my old gaff one week, and I was down the south coast a week. You know, so it took a while. We had to do it because we was both working. Martin was, I think, he was taxi driving a lot at the time.
That's right, yeah.
And writing was like his passion, his hobby. Obviously, he'd done a few books in the past. He's done quite a lot. Naughty 90s, Hooligan, one or two of the lads' books, firms' books, and then he got in touch with me about this, and quite enjoyed doing it with him. We spent many happy weekends together doing.
I believe it's a culture. And
did you get into the culture for the football or for the fighting?
I believe a bit of both. Listen, you always loved your football. Don't care what anyone says. You know, if you was, if not for the better word, a hooligan or a Herbert or whatever you may be, I think it's naturally in you. You defend where you come from, your team, your manner, that's your club, big
People
brothers.
Are still tribal now, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's why I believe it is as strong as what it is. And I don't think it's going anywhere. Yes, the numbers are dwelled down a lot. Now, so you go to some of these non-league clubs, let me tell you. You go to some of these non-league clubs or the lower league clubs as well. And, they're just still happening strongly. I mean, back in the day, it was like, you would have a 500 mob. and what have you. But you know what? It's the same 30 or 40 at the front every single time. So, you know, don't matter if there's 70 of you.
Yeah, that's true enough.
But my whole thing, what I used to say to my pals was, for argument's sake, is look, you fight over your bird, wouldn't you? You fight over her, or you stick up for her, or you this, that, and the other. Well, where's she now? She's been married 3 times. She's got 4 children with 4 different, you know, but your club's still with you. I'm still with my club.
And what was the firm called?
Headhunters.
Chelsea Headhunters.
Yeah.
And they're notorious, aren't they?
Yeah, of course. But, you know, obviously there's lots of other firms. But, so years ago, what used to happen is you know, you used to have little calling cards, you know, so if you had a row, you'd leave the calling cards, or you'd just leave them in pubs. You'd be nominated and dealt with by the Chelsea Headhunters. You know what I mean? And there'd be little scroll and crossbone. So that scroll and crossbone.
I never knew that.
But yeah, there'd be little calling cards. So you've left your mark. Even if you haven't had a row and you've been in a pub, there'd be the stickers everywhere and all that, you know, in the mid-'80s, the early 80s and that.
So where did you get into the football violence side of things?
I think you sort of get into it without realising and...
Sucks you in.
Well, yes, for a thing, and you're very passionate about your club, your town, your club. It's your club, you know what I mean? No one can say anything. You know, like, I mean, even myself, I look back and I think, you know, we lost at Rotherham on a Tuesday night, 6-0 away, 6-0, and I'll never forget it, you know. Johnny Bumpsy missed a penalty. Well, it weren't his fault. Johnny Bumpsy missed a penalty. You'd still... But today, if you ask me, I'd say, well, it's pony, wouldn't it?
What do you think the main attraction to terrace culture is? Do you think it's just being part of a tribe, or is there more to it than that? Men need to let off some steam?
I think that's an excuse, if I'm honest with you. I think it's you're so passionate about your club. And, I mean, because I don't live here anymore, I get over results a lot easier because life's a lot easier, you know, better in shorts and T-shirts. But it still hurts, you know what I mean? But... There was no better buzz in my personal... I believe it's a drug as well. Honestly, we used to go into towns, you know, and you'd land and you'd flop in and you'd walk in and everyone's looking and staring, who are they? And it give you that buzz, you know what I mean? And we're here. Do you know what I mean? And then it would get round and it would get round to the people and thing, and then they would, you know, and then you've half arranged meets before, or they would come looking for you, or you'd go looking for them.